member, he never missed the speeches from Project 1 until now. And what best is, I think he is so far the best member who never absent from meeting, right? Now, he has a thought. The thought of, he said, it's often said when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. But what happens if you are not tough to begin with? And today, the speaker will relate this experience of one of his darkest moments during the tough times of the church AV crew and what he had learned from the event. Ladies and gentlemen, please put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Eugene with the speech title, How to be Tough When the Going Gets Tough. How to be tough when the going gets tough. Toastmaster Eugene.
Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests tonight. Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you remembered your very first job? I remembered mine, though it wasn't really a job. It was more like a volunteer kind of thing. 8 years ago, I joined my church AV crew. And what we usually do is we will manage the technical aspect of things, such as the calling of mics, managing the sound system, the projecting of the LCD projector, and troubleshooting problems on stage and off stage. Basically, what we are supposed to do is to make sure every Sunday service and every event, such as Christmas and Easter, proceeds smoothly on the technical side. And when I first joined 8 years ago, I was passionate and eager to serve and learn. However, as time passed by, our team met tough times. Many members quit because they had to go overseas to study. And one night, the flames of my passion slowly withered away as I sat on my bed, burning out. I was disappointed, especially because in that previous morning I had made a mistake that caused embarrassment to my team and myself. Even though we didn't get scolded, I knew that I had let down the very people who trusted in me, and I was upset. And that night, I really had it. I wanted to quit. So then, I pondered on the reasons for me to still stay on the team. Well, first, we weren't appreciated. We dedicated our Saturdays and Sundays for the duty. Saturday afternoon was practice time and Sunday was show time. For a teenage boy like me, half of our weekend gone just to serve in this area. Well, that was just not it. We were always the first to come and the last to leave. That was especially hardworking of us. But actually, I already knew that we were not appreciated that much. Why? For you see, we are always faced with a dilemma. During an event, when things go wrong and bad, people will come and talk behind our backs about our incompetency. And they'll come, and some of them will come and scold us, which is normal. But when things go smoothly, everyone is happy, but not the AV crew. Why? Because there was nothing to do at that time. Everything was proceeding smoothly. We just sat there paying attention. But it is during the tough times, the times where problems occur, where we actually learn things. So there was no motivation anymore. No appreciation either. Why stay? But then I thought to myself that night, hey Sing, after all these years, you might have at least picked up a skill or two, at least a technical skill. And I thought to myself, hey, yes, actually, since then, I had grown more confident of myself. Previously, the very first time a problem happened on stage, I was frightened. I dared not go on stage for fear of the audience. But now I was able to walk up and fix the problem with ease, without fear of the audience. Not only that, I actually now knew the very common mistakes that professional speakers make. For example, the most common mistake they make is when they are given a mic, they like to turn it off themselves. But when the time comes for them to go to the spotlight, they always forget to turn it on in the heat of the moment. And I was there to make sure things like this do not happen. One more thing I've learned, which is to detect problems with precision and speed, so I could troubleshoot them on the spot. One example will be our installation dinner earlier this month. Kevin, remember that time where Ginger was speaking and the mic suddenly went off? To be honest, I had not even seen the mic from close. But actually, the instant the mic went off, I already knew what was the problem. It was the batteries. How did I know it was the batteries? Simple. Because every week I deal with equipment such as these, and it was my job to maintain those, so I knew the common problems inside out. So I began to think, hey, actually, there's actually more good things that you have gained than the drawbacks in this crew. So, why not just hold on, endure, and move on? Not for the sake of enduring the tough times, but for the sake of seeing what lies at the end of this journey, this road that you have traveled for so long. And so I made a decision to endure and move on. Many years later, or more precisely 2 weeks from now, I will be the next member to leave the team after 8 long years of service for studies overseas. And what I've got at the end of the journey was something more than I expected. Technical skills. Skills that people would pay thousands of dollars for. Well, I got them for free. But most importantly, that was the first time I experienced tough times of life. And during future tough times to come, I will remind myself of this instant, this experience of 8 years, to motivate myself, to push myself during hard times to come. And I do so by recalling a famous poem by Rudyard Kipling. Allow me to share those magical words with you. If you can force heart, nerve, and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you, except the will that says, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, during the paths we take, be our Toastmasters journey, our current jobs, our current studies, we will definitely face tough times. And during those times you are faced with a decision, either to quit, to get rid of that uncomfortable feeling, or to carry on, endure, hold on, be strong, and find out what was the true meaning of being tough. Back to you, Toastmasters.